Good morning and a warm welcome. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Griha, and we are talking the first and final phase of polling in Jammu and Kashmir. We tell you all about that. Now, today marks the crucial third and final phase of assembly elections in Jammu and Kashmir, with 40 segments across 7 districts up for grabs. A total of 415 candidates, including notable figures like the former Deputy Chief Minister Tara Chand and Muzaffar Hussain Beg, are in the race. Key battles feature BJP leaders Devendra Rana and also Shamlal Sharma, as well as Congress's Raman Bhalla in Araspura. In fact, with over 39 lakh electors eligible, extensive security measures have been put in place to ensure smooth voting. The National Conference and the Congress are in alliance, while the PDP and BJP remain major players this time around.
Braving the morning chill, hundreds of voters have started lining up in polling stations across Kashmir, and I'll show you. This is Sumbal in Bandipora, where hundreds of voters, young and old, men and women, have started queuing up to exercise their franchise. Today, 39 lakh plus voters across 40 assembly constituencies are going to vote in 7 districts of Jammu and Kashmir. There is high-stake battle for the BJP, as those seats where BJP has been dominant in previous years, they would want to retain them in Jammu, while they would also want to create inroads in Kashmir. This is an election where border areas of Kashmir are also going to polls, including Uri, Kupwara and other parts of Kashmir where the borders are. There is expected to be a high level voting, a high number of voters. Turnout is expected by the end of today. But yes, important message coming from the Prime Minister, Home Minister, but the Prime Minister is emphasizing on the young and women to come out and participate in large numbers. This is a rural parts of Kashmir where people generally go about the farming, and that's why in the morning hours you see the large queues. Wherever you take your site, you will notice that there are queues around this particular area. This is the school area, but early morning people wearing long robes. I'll show you, Bashir Lone will show you these colorful visuals of people wearing farran, and women also in coming slowly to this polling. These are the long farrans which is used to cover and protect one's body. This woman is also wearing that farran. It's a chilly, early winter warning. The winters have started to knock at the doors of Kashmir, but despite that chill, they have started coming up, queuing up at the polling stations.
लंबे अरसे के बाद इलेक्शन हो रहे हैं, 10 साल के बाद। तो जो लोग कहते थे कि इलेक्शन नहीं हुए, अब उनको आना चाहिए मैदान में सब जगह से, पूरे परिवार समेत, और अपने वोट का इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए, वोट देना चाहिए। वो उनकी मर्जी है कि किस पार्टी को, किस कैंडिडेट को वो वोट डालें, उसमें हमारा कुछ कहना नहीं है, लेकिन वोट का इस्तेमाल हर व्यक्ति को करना चाहिए।
पहली बार देखने को मिल रहा। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि दिस इज द ट्रू मेन स्ट्रीमिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर। जिस भारी संख्या में मतदाता बाहर आकर के अपना मत डाल रहे हैं, अपने वोट का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, और यकीनन 10 बरस के बाद, जैसा आपने कहा, विधानसभा का चुनाव हो रहा है, और उसके साथ एक और दूसरी बात ये भी जुड़ी है कि इस बार लगभग 50 बरस के बाद बाकी देश की तरह, बाकी प्रदेशों की तरह 5 बरस के लिए विधानसभा का चुनाव किया जाएगा, क्योंकि 370 की आड़ लेकर के यहाँ पर सत्ताधारी पार्टियों ने इसका अवधि काल 6 बरस चलने दिया। सन 1975 में जब श्रीमती गांधी ने इमरजेंसी लागू की थी, तो उन्होंने एक संशोधन लाया था संविधान में, अमेंडमेंट, जिसके तहत विधानसभाओं और लोकसभा का कार्यकाल 5 बरस से बढ़ा करके 6 बरस कर दिया गया। यहाँ पर उस समय नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की सरकार थी, कांग्रेस के समर्थन से उनको ये अधिकार था कि वो सेंट्रल लॉ को अपनाएं कि ना अपनाएं, लेकिन उसे तुरंत अपना लिया गया। और उसके 3 बरस के बाद जब मोरारजी भाई प्रधानमंत्री बनते हैं, जनता सरकार बनती है जनता पार्टी की, तो उसे संशोधन को वापस मोड़ लिया गया और पुनः 6 बरस का कार्यकाल 5 बरस हुआ। अब देखिए, दूसरी मर्तबा नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस भी वही थी, सत्ताधारी पार्टी भी वही थी, मुख्यधारा भी, मुख्यमंत्री भी वही थे, लेकिन तब उन्हें 370 याद आ गया।
आज लड़ाई है धर्मनिरपेक्ष पार्टी की और सेकुलरिज्म के बीच में। और जीत हमें लगता है कि सेकुलरिज्म की जीत होगी। और पिछले 10 वर्षों से जो जुल्म इन भाजपा के लोगों ने, कि भाजपा की सरकार ने जो ढाए हुए जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर, लोग आज वोट डालकर उसका बदला देंगे।
Now remember, the democratic process has returned to the valley and the Jammu region after a decade. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is going to be voting after 10 years, and this is the last and final phase of elections. What really is in store for the voters, and what exactly do you have to know about this last and final phase of polling? Let's take a look at the number of seats that are up for grabs, the key candidates who are in the fray. Now, first up, if you take a look, these are 40 seats which are polling in this particular phase. This is phase 3, remember, and these seats are spread across 7 districts. Now, if we take a look further, in fact, out of those seats, those 40 seats, 60 of them are from the Kashmir Valley and 24 of them are from the Jammu region. Now remember, if we take a look at the key political parties which are in the fray, this is a direct contest between the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Congress and also the PDP and the National Conference. Remember, the Congress and the National Conference are fighting in alliance. The PDP is choosing to contest separately, and also the Bharatiya Janata Party that is yet to make any inroads as far as the Kashmir Valley is concerned. They do have a very, very strong hold as far as the Jammu region is concerned. Now, the number of candidates that are in fact in the fray this time around in the third and final phase, 415 candidates are contesting in this phase, and over 12 lakh voters are set to vote in Jammu alone. I'm once again talking about how the BJP has a really strong hold in the Jammu division. There has been a strong statement that has been by the National Conference and its leader Omar Abdullah of the Congress Party on how they should be concentrating on Jammu if they have to in fact retain the seats and also fight the BJP strongly in the Jammu division. As per the NC, they can very well take care of the Northern Kashmir region, which is also polling in the last phase. Now, if we take a look at the number of polling stations this time around, about 1,494 polling stations have been set up across the Jammu district, and only 7% of the candidates who are in the poll fray, only 7% of those are women. Now, the women candidates this time around in Jammu and Kashmir have been a minuscule or a tiny number. We were talking about how 6% of the women candidates were in fact in the fray in the second phase. The 2 women candidates who were in the fray in the first phase, one of them, of course, was the star candidate Iltija Mufti, who's making her poll debut. If we go ahead and further look at the second phase and talk about the voter turnout, that time around, that slightly dipped to 57% from 61% in the first phase, which had in fact seen a very, very promising voter turnout. Now, about the voter turnout and about what the elections are looking like early in the morning, remember we were talking about the final phase. Let's take a look at Ishan, who is standing by. He in fact is live with us from Bandipora, and he has been managing to assess the mood of the voter. Ishan, Bandipora, why is it important? And the number of people, the turnout that you see around you, we were talking earlier in the morning about how the Prime Minister is imploring upon the women to come out in large numbers and vote. Do you see happening?
Well, yes, this is an all-important seat, given the fact that this has given an edge to the National Conference in the past. But then there are new players like our AIP, led by Engineer Rashid, who was able to upset Umar Abdullah in the recently held Lok Sabha elections. And from these constituencies, he had a bulk vote. And will that translate again into his favour? That's interesting to see, because he was in jail at that time and his sons had sought vote in his favour to get him released from the jail. But now he's out of the jail, he's appealing. But whether he has the same mass appeal, that will be key to these polls. But the National Conference, Congress and Awami Itihad Party and the PDP are the key battle, that's unfolding here in Bandipora district. You will notice behind me, you talked about women, and they have started to come in. We earlier were also talking about that how elderly women, we have seen a large participation of them in these polls. They are neck to neck with the voters. They are not being left behind. The government is ensuring that they are able to take the programs to their homes. They are able to tell them how important the election is for them to choose a local representative. You know, queues haven't died down. They are continuing. People are starting to come in.